Good morning, noon, or night. My name is Jet, and welcome to my channel, JITV, Jet in the Valley. I'm going to cover just a few short, I'm going to try and make quick ones. This one is about fear. Okay, I talk a lot about love-based living. Okay, living from the perspective of love as opposed to living from the perspective of fear, guilt, shame, envy, lust, greed, hatefulness. I mean, just any lens other than love. So love-based living. That is what we need to transition to. If we are having, if you're having problems, it's probably because you're not love-based living, okay? So then you may be solely operating from a state of fear. You're scared of everything. Scared may not be like the right word, because you may be a badass or what, like a tough guy. It's a survivalist mentality. Okay, so if you're functioning from a survivalist mentality, then that is a form of fear. Okay, so can we live without fear? I've thought about this quite a bit. Like, can we get rid of fear? Can we just get rid of it? Like, in one perspective, it's like you can maybe like numb it out. Okay, I'm gonna give you the short answer. No, you can't. You cannot safely get rid of fear in the state of our human condition right now. If you do get rid of fear, okay, I think it causes you to become what they would call psychopathic or sociopathic. It's not just like lack of empathy. It's like no fear, and and not a brave way. It's like as in you have fear of nothing, right? No fear at all. So fight or flight is there to keep you safe, right? So it's like if you're out in the woods and you hear a sound, then you know to protect yourself, that kind of fear is there to protect you. And another kind of fear is also there to protect you. When it's just like, you take the old school example of like teenagers, it's like you're all together, you already snuck out of the house, you lied to your parents, you're at a party, and then people are doing coke, and you get this feeling, and you know that you shouldn't do that. Okay, you shouldn't do that, but everybody is doing it, and it's called peer pressure, right? It's called peer pressure. But there is a fear in you that kicks in that is there to try to keep you safe, right? So if you love someone, if you really, really love someone, then you care about what they think about you. You care about how you look in their eyes. Sometimes that is not a good thing, because we do that with people who don't love us and they don't know love, and they use it against you. And so that will be used against you. But if there is a parent that loves you, never did anything to harm you, to hurt you, loves you, supports you, care about you, all of those different things, they've done everything that they possibly could to help you and be there for you and never make fun of you, and now they're telling you, don't go do X, Y, and Z because you're going to get hurt. You could get very hurt doing this. And you go and you do it anyway, right? And then you got to own up to the parent, right? Now, how are you going to feel that you did something that person who loved you very much was just trying to get you not to do, because they knew better than you, and they knew that you were going to get hurt doing that, Should you not be afraid? Should you not fear their response? Fear, you're going to be afraid that they're going to be disappointed in you, and that most people I know, that's the worst thing they get. It's like, you could beat me and you could do all these things, but please just don't tell me you're disappointed in me, and no one should use that against anybody. No one should be using those things against people, which happens quite a bit. You know, that shouldn't be used as a line of punishment. But when you do something and you do disappoint somebody, it feels bad, right? It feels bad, and this is where discernment has to come in. So, there's two different things that could happen at this point. You feel bad because love is in you, telling you that you messed up, you shouldn't have done that, and you knew better, you know, and telling you gotta try and make it right, you gotta apologize, and then literally don't do that again. You made your mistake, and don't do that again. But there's this sneaky force, second thing, I've talked about this a lot, condemnation will come in, okay? Condemnation will come in and say things like, you're never going to get anything right, and how could you do that? You did that on purpose to that person, and they're never gonna forgive you. How could they forgive you? Like, you don't deserve to be forgiven. And I mean, it just comes in and it beats on you and beats on you and beats on you, and it doesn't ever stop, right? That is hurt. That condemnation hurts you and puts you in like fear, okay? Love comes in, and love will convict you, okay? It'll make you realize what you did was wrong, and that you don't want to do that again because it wasn't the right thing to do, right? So those two can seem very similar if nobody has ever told you that those are two options, and that they're literally like that seemingly close together. That's a lot of with all of these things, right? It's like there's love, okay, and then there's all these knockoffs of love that are within us, and they seem close to love, right? They like seem kind of like love, but they are not love. So I'm going to make a chart about that. But right now, all I wanted to say was, if you get rid of fear completely, it can make you become, it would just be what a lot of people will call them, like, it's worse than a narcissist, okay? It's like it would make you psychopath and sociopathic if you had zero fear, capability to fear. And we just need to, as souled individuals, we need to put the fear, understand it. We need to figure out condemnation versus conviction, okay? Conviction is a good thing. Condemnation is one of the worst things that exist in this world.